The weather outside is dark. It will not stop raining. It is such a rainy little place out in Florida right now. And that's okay. I wish I could go outside. I want to go run around and do things and be myself, but it's just a rainy little area today. So we're here today. There is a small chance that maybe the power will go out, but I don't think I've heard any lightning or crazy sort of stuff like that. So I think we're all right. I think we're going to be just fine today. So anyway, what are we up to today? Today I have been asked to make a Candyland by somebody in chat. They know who they are. Somebody in chat asked me to make a Candyland. So we're going to make ourselves a Candyland today. I have a list of all of the candy that I thought would make interesting large versions. Some of them are easier than others. It's all going to be low poly. It's going to be great. But yeah, so the question is, what are we doing today? We're going to just be building something. I don't know. I went into VR chat yesterday, looked at some Candyland, so I have a little bit of an inspiration. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. With that, I'm going to go ahead and pop up my music straight up again, and we'll get to it. Hey, what's up, Saf? We got Im, we got Junie, we got Saf, everybody hanging out in chat. Very sweet, very nice to have you. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna pop my music back on. And everybody will let me know if the volume sounds about correct. I turned up my mic, so hopefully we're looking good there. Hopefully I'm not clipping too much, because my mic can clip sometimes if I go too high. But otherwise, we're going for it. So, here is the task list. Here is what we are supposed to be working on. Squad goals. So, I'm just going to dig into this guy. Like, there is no reason not to just jump straight in. So, let's pop ourselves in first a little spiral. So, I don't really know what the difference between spirals is, but we'll go ahead and just say that this is the spiral that we want. And let's get going. So, radius growth. We're going to want the growth to be maybe like 0.5. And we're going to want to start with a very small radius. Do I not understand how spirals work? Hey, shout out to the Fall Guys soundtrack. Do I not know how spirals work? Okay, so let's just... Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, haha, we're good. So yeah, a lollipop. That's a lollipop, right? That's what lollipops look like. It's big, so we gotta make it big. Let's make a big lollipop. I can always remesh it later, so I think we're okay with this level of geometry. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of geo to it. So let's see what we want. So I am... Yo, what's up, Simo? Simo, your stuff yesterday was out of control. What a crazy little post you made. We're going to do 0.4. 0.4 is perfectly fine. Look at that. That's pretty good. You love big lollipops? That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So if anybody has ideas for more candy, please share your candy ideas. I'm cool. We got all the time in the world to make some candy. I think... Okay, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. I think I can ace it today. I think I can do good today. It was fun to make. Yeah, it looked good. Where did you get the people? Did you make those people? Let's see. Convert to a mesh. This was easy enough to make at this point, so I can redo this later if I have to. So that is enough for me to convert to mesh. Ribbon candy is pretty cute. Okay, we'll throw ribbon candy on the list. If anybody has a favorite candy, let's go for it. Actually, ribbon candy's already on the list, so you're good there. My computer's been lagging a little bit today. I don't really know why. So if you see a couple little catches, it's on my end, probably not on your end. I used one I made for the cave scene. Got it. You're getting some stream lag and buffering. Is it just me? No, I have some drop frames. It's been weird. Windows will not stop updating, and it's driving me nuts because it's killing my computer. It's like, I get it. You're updating everything all the time. Maybe think about what your update is before you do the update. Just take your time. Do the update correct the first try. Now that's a lollipop. We're pretty good. I'm going to watch the drop frames. They should chill out in just a moment. They should round themselves out here soon. My computer's not responding to me super quickly. I think I need to go through and do like a hard clear on my computer. I might even turn off the auto updater for Windows. I think that's going to be in my best interest. They're just obsessive about, oh yeah, we're dropping frames. Please don't do this to me, Windows. Please. Just make a product that works. This is why everyone switches to Mac. Oh god, we're dropping so many frames. This is why everybody uses Mac, my friend. Okay, I am quitting out of Discord, because that usually makes a little bit of a difference. Okay. It looks like it's chilled out for just a second. I think we're okay. I dropped my bitrate down a little bit. We're out of Discord. We should be all right. We should be a bit better. I'm going to watch it carefully. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with Windows. People really don't use Macs that much here. Yeah, no, it's I mean, I am not an Apple fan. I don't like Apple. But just a company that makes computers thinking, hey, what if we kept people from using their computers? Could you imagine like a shoe brand that's like, every week somebody has to come to your house and take your shoes for an hour? You would go out of business. You wouldn't sell shoes anymore. You'd be out of business. You'd be done. But that's what Microsoft does. It's so weird. It doesn't make any sense. But putting my gripes aside, this lollipop looks pretty good. So I'm going to keep my eye on the drop frames, and we're just going to go for it. Microsoft really doesn't make that many computers, though. Simo. Simo, don't do this to me. You know what I mean. All right, we're going to call this Lollipop Head? Is that what the heck a Lollipop Top is called? I don't know. Okay, so Lollipop, done. We aced it. We're very quick. Now, what I want to make is a chocolate bar. And a chocolate bar, we got this. I got such a good idea for a chocolate bar. I have a chocolate bar that I like really enjoy. I'm going to make that chocolate bar. Okay, so let's go for it. We're going to make the king of chocolate bars. So, let's pop this guy down just a little bit. And let's go ahead and put an inlay on the face. Inlay on the ixnay. I'm going to pop this guy up just a little bit. Maybe make him just a little bit bigger. Then we're going to inlay another face. We're going to pop this guy up. Boom. That's chocolate. That's chocolate, baby. Take that. Rewind it back. Something, something. And smack. So that's a chocolate bar. Really nice, really easy. We're just going to take this bad boy. Actually, you know what's going to make this look really good? Let's make it look really good. Let's add a tiny bevel here on this edge. Just so it doesn't lie flat. Just a single bevel. We don't need a double bevel. We just need a single bevel. I just want it to look really visually distinct from its partners. So if I take you all the way around, you pull you down just a little bit. Pull you down a little bit to meet it. Nope, actually, that'll be fine right there. Yeah, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. So we're going to put on an array. Let's do a Y array to start with. I'm going to say 4 is probably a pretty good number for us. And then we'll put on another array. And we're going to go 8. How many pieces of chocolate should you be getting in a chocolate bar? I already know 2 people in chat are going to say infinite. I'm not going to make an infinite chocolate bar. Although that would be an interesting design challenge. I think a land made out of candy would put the research into an infinite candy bar. My brain is now thinking about how to make an infinite candy bar. I think 3 by 7 is actually a really good number. That's a 21 chocolate right there. That's a good amount of chocolate. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make this chocolate look very distinct. We're going to make a very distinct looking chocolate. How I'm going to do that? Easy. I got an idea. I'm definitely not trying to come up with an idea right now while I'm stalling. You know what I need to do before that? I need to put a wrapper on this guy. Of course, there should be a wrapper on this. So let's go ahead and put on a wrapper. There we go. A little bit of a wrapper. Let's go ahead and get this guy going. So, we're going to go ahead and just throw that up there. I'm going to use the knife tool here in just a little bit, but we're going to wait just a second before we do that. First things first, we need to cut off this guy. That looks all right to me. And now we need to pop a bunch of geo on this thing. This should do. This should do. I'm worried about the back end of this, but we'll get there. Okay, so if we go ahead and throw on a shrink wrap. Shrink wrap to chocolate. And before I do this, I definitely need to finish the array. Right there. And now we can shrink wrap to chocolate. Get out of there. Pop up maybe by 0.1. Ooh, that's a look right there. That's a pretty good look right there. Yeah, solid. Solid, solid, solid. Okay, we're going to hit apply on the shrink wrap because we're done with it. And now I can come to here and we're going to grab just a knife tool and go crazy. So I should be able to just go K and go a little nuts on this thing. And hit enter. And we'll just delete those little back bits and then we're looking great. Can I grab all of them? No, I can't. I can grab all of those. All right. So I'm kind of thinking this Candyland is going to turn out really good. Can't be sure of it yet, but I'm feeling pretty confident. If we delete all of that... No, I want to delete faces. There we go. Look at that. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, we've done it. We have done it here, folks. Let's do the piece de resistance. This is going to be the best thing you've ever seen. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost like I know what I'm doing. almost like I know what I'm doing. Look at that. Look at this beautiful little piece of chocolate. It looks like the drop frames have finished a little bit. How is it looking for everybody in chat? Is it looking a little bit better? Am I on a delay? What are we feeling? If somebody wants to give me a test and say something in chat, and I'll tell you if I can respond to it, and then we'll gauge how much time has passed. That might be really good for us here. There hasn't been issues for a while. Yeah, so I think I got my bandwidth to the right point right now. So I think we're good. All right, perfect. We have our chocolate done. Cool. I could sit and design a wrapper for this. I might design a little bit of a wrapper later. We'll get back into maybe some 2D stuff. Who knows? That could be kind of nice. But for the time being, let's say that that is done. That is all we need on our chocolate. So, chocolate is done. We're going to call you chocolate wrapper. I'm going to pop you up onto here. Chocolate bar. And I'm going to actually call you chocolate bar because I'm probably going to make more chocolate in a little bit. So let's pop that guy up. And we're done. Okay, next up, chocolate straw. Oh gosh, these are tough. These are a little tough. Now, it's going to be hard in noting, but it's going to be easy to do here. So we're going to do a cylinder of 8. Is that too low poly? No, that's perfect, actually. That'll be just fine. I'll just smooth those edges out a little bit, and you won't even see it. Not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. Pop it up. Chocolate straw, nice and easy. So the real design challenge for me for this is going to be, what kind of world am I making? And we're going to want to think about that for a little bit during stream today. Am I going to make like a town? Am I making like candy woods? What kind of Candyland are we making? Because I don't really like get what that is. Okay, we're going to call this a chocolate straw. I don't know the actual name for them. They're called like Periels or something like that. But we'll go ahead and put it in its own collection just in case. Next up, we got sour tape. I hate to be the guy. I hate to be this guy. I hate to be this guy. I really don't like to be this guy, but like we're done, right? Like we're done. We've made a chocolate, or we've made like a sour tape thing. I'll go one extra for you. I'll do just a little bit more. We'll do a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom, and we'll see where we go. There we go. That's it. That's sour tape. Done. You know what? I'm actually going to make this a miscellaneous section. That'll be in our best interest. Okay, so cube is going to be called sour tape. And we're already like almost done with everything, and it's been 20 minutes. Boy, is this a little crazy. Bubblegum. Bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. I mean, I hate to do this. I really hate to be this guy. You take a UV sphere. We're going to lower the segments down a lot. 20 by 10. Welcome to the year 2010. I mean, that's it, right? We're done. We just did it. This is it. This is all there is to it. And if you want to get those good curves, you don't start at the midpoint. You start a little under the midpoint because that looks really good. And we're done. We did it. We have a bubble. Right? This is easy. Okay, so that's bubblegum bubble. Texturing this stuff is going to be a nightmare for sure. I'm bragging right now about how easy this is. It's going to come back to get me, and I have to make a candy person. Oh, no. You know what you don't see? You don't see candy rabbits. Why aren't there, like, gummy rabbits? Because there's, like, gummy bears, right? And I imagine if they had little ears coming off, that would be a lot more fun to play with. Okay, well, I'm going to do myself a nice little favor here and do a Jawbreaker, because, obviously, there he is. Jawbreaker. Done. Okay, we're breaking the rules a little bit, but I am going to give the Jawbreaker a density of 3. There's no reason not to. Chocolate bunnies at Easter? I guess that's fair. I meant more like gummies. Okay, well, we've officially done everything except for the candy people. So I'm going to make a new collection for Candy Person. And now the question is, what the heck are we going to make? What is this world? What if, okay, hear me out. What if it's like New York City and we're looking out over Central Square, Times Square? Now, if that's the case, Junie wants me to take a nice stretch. I appreciate that. I could actually use a stretch right now. I didn't get to stretch this morning. Everyone, please take a stretch. Get those shoulder blades moving. What would be the buildings? What kind of buildings would we have in Central Square? You know what we need? I got it. I know what we need. I know what we need. I got it. We're going to make cereal boxes. Gingerbread houses? That might be a little hard. I kind of really like the idea of a cereal box. I kind of really like the idea of a cereal box. We can do more than that. Is there any sort of candy that's in a Pringles can, but is not Pringles? Because a Pringles can would be perfect. All right, I'm going to start building the scene. I'm going to start building. We need to get to it. Just because I'm going fast right now doesn't mean I'm going to be going fast an hour from now. So let's take advantage of the time that we have. So I got myself a little building here. Here's my cereal box building. Here's where GeoNodes would come really in handy, but we ain't got GeoNodes to work with right now. Those fancy cookies you get with coffee? I don't know what those are. But if they look like Pringles, I'll take them. Okay, so we're gonna have to make a bunch of cereal brands here, and I'm not super looking forward to that. So this is gonna be more of like a 2D design stream than anything else. Okay, so we got ourselves a bunch of cereal boxes. And that's not how cities are designed. They come in a cylinder tin. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. Here we go. So that's not how cities work. This is a very poorly made city, but it's like a walking city. This is European. This is a European city, okay? You're with it. It's a European city. It's going to be okay. So I'm going to set my camera to look out like this over the landscape. So let's actually set up the camera first. I normally wait to set up the camera until later, but I want to probably nail it first try. Also, why is the camera messed up? So fun fact, I took the time yesterday to fix the camera, and yet it still spawns at weird angles. I don't know why. So we're going to say GX on over here. Oh, what a song. Okay, we're going to GZ, and we're going to GX this guy on down, and that's not what I wanted. Let's go GZ on up, and then an RX. Right there, and now we actually want to GZ on down because we're not taller than any building. Chaos! Chaos, I need to do something for you. You're always raiding me with so many people. You're so cool. What can I do for you, Chaos? You want me to make a model for you or something? Hello, hello! We're going to GZ. We're going to go even further down. Well, for everybody who's joining, hello. Very happy to have you. We are making a Candy City right now with cereal box skyscrapers. You can make me a hat or horns one day or something. I'd love to. I'd love to do something like that. Okay, so if this is our camera, let's go ahead and just get rid of some of these boxes. Just a little bit. Just get rid of a little bit of these boxes. Yeah. Okay, pull you back. Let's really play with some dimension here. Let's see if we can't make any cracks in the infrastructure. Sure, that'll work. Just enough so we're not looking back here, because I don't want to have to make any of this. That's too much back there. So this is our little park. So let's copy this, and we're going to make another one. How's everyone doing today? Good. I had myself a nice little breakfast today. Felt really good. Felt really clean and proper. So I'm feeling good. Hey, Silken Coat. We're going to do it just like that. That's going to be our dimension right there. T has recommended that everybody take a drink of water. Everyone take a nice drink of water. I'm actually not drinking water. I'm drinking ginger ale. But, hey, it helps with the stomach. All right. So I think this is our scene. Let's go ahead and pop in a couple of... oh, Junie. Junie always doing work. Oh, by the way, I should mention, I made a change to the channel points. I don't know if anybody noticed. I made a change. I made the change literally right before I started stream today, so... have a look, see what it is. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and make that cylinder now. We're going to go like this. Actually, I don't want to do that. Wow, Streamlabs? Streamlabs. I need to remove that Streamlabs. The timing is impeccable. Okay, that should be good enough for us. A 12 should be fine. Does that look about right for us? We want to make this little tin here. Oh, that's perfect. That is such a... why would you even use more than this? 12 is a perfect amount of geometry. Okay, so what we need to do is pop out the top and the bottom of this guy a little bit. So we're going to do 2. Grab them and pop them up to a point that we're comfortable with. You can't see new things or I'm blind. So I made one little tiny change. The really expensive Redeem a Speed sketch is now redeemable by multiple people per stream. So you're not limited if somebody decides to redeem it right at the beginning of stream. You're not screwed. You still have a chance. So That's just a little thing I added because I feel like it might be a little unfair if somebody just shows up early and just redeems it. So I figured I'd add it just a little bit better. Okay, and we have one. We got the gummy bear. So to iterate my point, it is now on a 1 hour timer. So 1 hour from now, somebody else can use it. It is expensive. You know, I made it expensive on purpose because it does take up my time. But it's there. Let's get rid of the ground real quick. I do not want that ground. Oh, also, I should probably make a collection for all of these cereal boxes. Get that out of here. Oh no, they're all in Candy Person. Oh no. Okay, let's call these buildings. So we're going to pop the cereal boxes down to the buildings real quick, and I'm actually going to turn them into instances of each other, which I think should be good. Hey, Simo, if you're here, I have a question for you. I'm sorry to be the guy who always asks you questions. You're just a wealth of knowledge. My question is, can you give instanced objects different materials? And if you can, how do you do it? You're kind of the instance guy, to be fair. There we go. That is going to be our man right there, and we're going to go ahead and pop in and do a merge by distance. 12 vertices, that looks perfect. Yes and no. So you're saying that they have slots, is basically what you're saying. I assume that's what you mean. This plane will go into miscellaneous for now. It's probably not where I want to keep it. Actually, I do not want to keep it there at all. It goes into scene collection, and that's the end of it. And cylinder goes into buildings. Camera goes into scene collection. Candy person we can remove. Buildings we turn on. And we scale it to size. Perfect. Cool. Let's get into here and make ourselves some little guys. How do I want to do this? This is going to look bad, isn't it? Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and put this guy over here. You can make a material that has multiple shaders and mask the objects. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not doing that. I appreciate the input, though. Thank you. We're not going to do that. That is way too much for what we're up to right now. There we go. We're going to put maybe 2 of these guys. Okay, that one doesn't even show up at all. What does this guy... What does this guy do? Okay, we'll say that that is okay. I'm being maybe a little too picky with this, but I just don't want this to get too out of control. That guy doesn't even show up, does he? No, he doesn't. Goodbye. Get out of here. What about you? You show up but in the background, so we'll put you up here. How's that for composition? For example, make 2 principled BFDF nodes and use a random object node to make objects randomly have different materials. No. I like the input. That's very cool, but I'm definitely not doing that. That is way too much. Okay. That is our city done. So let's go ahead and start a 10-second or a 10-minute timer, and I'm going to go ahead and make our little gummy bear. Cylinders go into buildings. We turn on Candy Person. We click Candy Person. A gummy bear is a candy person. Let me get a... Hey, folks. Hey, guess what? Guess what just happened to my computer? Hey, guess what just happened to my computer? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, it didn't freeze. It's good. I can still move my mouse and stuff. Windows slowed down my computer to do an update on Friday. They slowed down my computer to do an update yesterday. And now they're slowing down my computer to do an update today. Is Microsoft on fire right now? What is going on with them? Look at this. Look at this. They will not stop updating. Just fix your platform. Stop slowing down my computer. Just don't change anything. Just don't change anything. It already works. My computer's good. Stop updating. Every time I turn off auto updates, they like force an update that turns auto updater on. What is wrong with Windows? Anyway. So there's my rant for the day. All right, we can check that rant off the list. All right, so this isn't my first rodeo with a gummy bear, but I know a lot more than I used to. It's got to be that. It's got to be the classic gummy bear. It's got to be the classic gummy bear. Can't be anything else. Oh, it's a WebP. Fine. I'll take the time to convert it. So let's convert this guy on over. Could you make one of those orbs or whatever? Could you make one with one of those orbs or whatever? What do you mean with that? Haven't had an issue with Windows Update in years? You are a lucky man. What do you mean by orb? What is an orb? There we go. I got my gummy bear. Those Morphe balls, or whatever we're called. Oh. You're talking about, yes. Hyperspheres. I don't think I want to do that. It definitely wouldn't be low poly. You know what? Sure, let's do that. Why not? That sounds fun. Let's do it. That sounds fun. Okay, sure. We can do that. I'm going to have to convert it to an object eventually, though, because it is going to look really weird. So, let's pop this guy up on in here. There he is. You are talking about metaballs, by the way. The name of that thing is a metaball. Okay, so let's make ourselves a candy person metaball sort of deal. Actually, so okay, we're gonna be going 240 until 250. So let's give it a shot. Cube. Cube is a cool idea. Let's try a cube. Check this out. Got a cube. We're going to stretch him up. And then we're going to pop on a ball. There he is. Okay, we just got to get this looking just right for us. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're here. We're doing it. It's weird that metaballs give you all these options. I don't really know what an elliptioid is. That looks so bad. We're not using that. Look how thick that gummy boy is. You guys need to be stopped. I would like to use a mirror modifier, but I don't think mirror modifiers are going to work too well on this, and I don't know what the process for doing it would be. So I'm not going to use a mirror. Normally I would want to use a mirror, though. Give him a little tushy. All right, so I think this might be so long farewell to stream ideas for a little bit. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to grab this guy. Just you, come on. Come on out. Just you, just a little boy. Now, how I'm going to match it on the other side is going to be a real challenge, but let's just make the shape first. Before we get too obsessed with things, let's just make a shape. Tushies are cute, though. What to do with that? What to do with that? Okay, I'm going to grab you, pop you down. And that's his foot. Hey, look at this. Tushy. Let's make it a little bit bigger, and then there's your tush. You got him a nice little Adventure Time butt. Now, in order to make this guy look real, what I really need to do is do a negative 13.5 on this one and pop him on over here. Oh, he's thick. Oh, it's because I grabbed the wrong one. It's just because I grabbed the wrong one. That's okay. We're back. He's built. He's built. This boy's built. Okay, we're going to say negative 13.5 again. We're going to push you on over. How much time do I have? Oh my gosh, I have 7 minutes. This is easy. This is easy peasy. He's going to need to round out his back a little bit. His back looks kind of gross. So let's pop a ball onto his back. Make it a little bit bigger. And we're going to make it way taller. There we go. That's kind of the shape that I'm looking for. I'm looking for that one, and I maybe want to make it a little bit longer. Pop this guy on down. That ain't half bad. You guys are out of control. You guys need to chill. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop ourselves on a ear. Dare I say, a cube is going to get the job done really well. Check this out. If I go cube, I think we do want to use a cube. I think a cube's going to get the job done really well. And let's go to our meta ball, and we're going to take our guy and make him just a little bit more fine, so that he renders out a little bit better for us. How do I get that little guy back? Where are you? Why are you not showing up? This one. Let's go ahead and rotate him just a little bit more. We're trying to get that nice little bear ear. Just a little bit rounded on the bear ear. Is that right? That looks all right. It's got some issues for sure, but I can't be that upset about it. Okay, we're going to do that. Copy you, and we're going to switch you around to be a negative 14.7 and pop you on over here. He is bunned up on the back. Okay, let's give him a nice squishy little face, and then I think we're just about done on him. So I'm going to go one more ball. And since I'm a little early, I think I will also give him a little bit of... I'll give him a little bit of material as well. There we go. Just right there. And then we're going to do the exact same thing right in the middle. Down. Forward. This is it. This is it. This is our boy coming together. Maybe this counts as our gummy people since I've gone and made it. Maybe this is our people. That could just be me being lazy, but I think this might be our people. He does look a little weird. There's something uncanny about him. Okay, let's go ahead and pop all this bad boy down. There we go. And we are looking groovy. Oh. Oh, he's beautiful. Look how good he looks. His ears are the worst part. His ears are definitely the worst part. He do be looking pretty groovy, though. You know what? That's it. That's how we're gonna do this. Let's go up and grab the ear. Goodbye. Grab the other ear. Goodbye. Grab you. Copy. Paste. Negative 46.6. Scooch on over. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. We've done it. He's pretty good looking. Now, if I had the time, I would flatten his arms, because I think his arms need to be flattened. That's a big part of the design process. And I would try and fix his back. Hello? I'd try and fix his back a little bit, but we don't have time. This is 10 minutes. I did this in 10 minutes using the worst process that Blender has to offer. So it is what it is. So let's node this guy up. And I'm going to take this opportunity to probably do a bunch of noding. But I just want to node this guy so I can be within my 10-minute limit. So, transmission, 0.75. Nice and easy. He's a gummy bear. How easy is that? Transmission roughness. Don't care. Make him super glossy. Very cute. Thank you. There's a really good way to make gummy bears. I'm going to do that in just a second. They do have a little bit of a metallic sheen to them. Their specular's off the chart. Their sheen is off the chart. Their transmission roughness is probably a little higher. Clear coat, it's pretty off the chart, but it's not fully glossy. I haven't dropped any frames, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's go color ramp. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a perfect red. Just like that, and that's not how red looks. Whoops, my bad. 0.5, perfect red. Lightness, 0.5. Now it's a perfect red. Cool. We're going to grab you. Same color. Please. Jello there. Hey, Barrel. How's it going? Let's go far. We got every color. We got everyone there. How are we doing? I'm feeling pretty stoked about this little gummy bear. This is a great looking gummy bear. I should have made him a rabbit. Is he cherry or strawberry flavored? Well, he's neither now. But I think we're on a bit of a delay. There you go. Metallic gummy bear? Absolutely. There he is. We've done it. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to convert this whole thing to a mesh. Right? Yeah, he's done. He's a mesh. And that is our gummy bear. Actually, hold on. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Can I copy him? can I copy him and grab just this? Okay, hold on. Townfolk for your Candyland, absolutely. What does mesh conversion do? Yeah, so right now, I have built this guy out of metaballs, which are the things that let me form them together like that. If I were to say, here we go. If I were to make a normal circle, a normal sphere, right? So this is a normal sphere. This is not a metaball. And I take another normal sphere, they don't interact with each other at all. Like they don't mush and become things and do things. They're not designed that way. I'm supposed to sit and work on these individually and form them together manually if I want to do that. You have more control, but you lack that ability to do the quick sort of stuff. If I click things and I convert them, convert to, I can convert them to all sorts of different types of mediums, and every medium has a slightly different implication for the way that you're supposed to work on them. Things like metaballs, you can't convert objects to metaballs because metaballs are so specific in the way that they work. So you can't go from mesh to metaball, but you can go from metaball to mesh. So all you're doing is you're simplifying it. And for me, if I switch this to a mesh, that means that I don't have to worry about accidentally ruining the shape anymore. Like I basically turn it into concrete. And that's exactly what I want to do right now. I want to grab this guy and I want to turn him into a piece of concrete. Just you though. Not you, please not you. You see, it's got a little bit of an issue. Oh no. You know what? I don't think any of these guys are selected, though. If I come to here and I go convert to mesh, they both did it. You know what? They both did it. Which makes me a little bit worried about how I'm going to do this. Basically, you bake the geometry. But baking is a specific word. Not everybody knows what baking means. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And I'll grab all of you, and we're going to go ahead and convert to mesh. And I'll just do this manually. We'll just take the time to do this correctly. So let's go edit, grab you. Oh my god, the vertices on this thing are out of control. Separate by loose parts. They are technically, but not from the way the software sees them. So if I took a metaball and ported it over to the Unity engine or the Unreal engine or whatever, it would just be a bunch of triangles. But as long as it's in Blender, Blender is able to see it a little bit more deeply than anybody else is. All right, so we got ourselves a bear, a gummy bear. And I'm going to call this gummy bear high because he's very high poly. And I like him. I actually want to use him in a future project. I have an idea for what I can use this guy with, so we're keeping him. But it's low poly day, so I can't use this. This is not fair for low poly day. So let's go ahead and give him some sort of decimation or... Oh god, look how overly complicated all of his vertices are. Wow, metaballs are nuts. Metaballs are pretty nuts, aren't they? If I merge by distance, and I up this distance just a little bit. He's a high gummy? Oh yeah. He's a high chew. Okay. This is a bad way to do this. This is a really bad way that I was doing that. Let's not do it that way. Ha. Ha ha ha. An edible guy, if you will. How dare you. Now, hear me out. I'm going to use the worst modifier ever. Quadraflow Remesh. Can you tell me what that is? Because I was going to use the Decimate modifier. So if you can tell me what a Quadraflow Remesh is, I'm assuming it's here. Remesh. Where's the Remesh? Remesh. There he is. I'm assuming this is what you want me to do? Now, every time Simo says something, Simo is like, oh, it's easy. It's just like a 2-hour process. Okay, I got you. Object data, remesh. Object data? Where do I do object data? Object data. You know what? I'm just going to search it. Remesh. No. Object data? The triangle. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. We're going here. We're going to object object remesh. Yeah. I gotcha. Wow. I've never known this existed. Simo, you're about to save a bunch of my old sketches. You're about to save a bunch of my old sketches. Number of faces. Preserve sharp. What do we want to do here? Let's do 2,000. Let's go crazy small. Now... What? What? Why is there not a pop-up when you start Blender that goes, hey, don't forget to do this? Why is that not common knowledge? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Wow, that is so important. That is a life changer. Wow, that is huge. That is going to change my whole life. Oh, that is such a life changer. Wow. Thank you, Simo. Simo, you're always teaching. You need to start a YouTube series. Now look at it in edit mode. That's pretty solid. Now I've learned something today. Very good. We got one little bad boy. I'll just go ahead and do that myself. We'll look at the butt. The butt is intact. Now, he's still a little bit high poly for what we're doing, but I can't be too mad at that process. And we have a bad quad, but that's an okay quad. He's done. We're done. And you know what? I'm not going to think about... I'm not going to think about anybody else. This is it. This is our guy. I would have done this in sculpting. Yeah, me too. And it would have been a disaster. Okay. We're here. Back to the scene. Yo, we've done a lot in this amount of time. We have done an unbelievable bunch of work in this amount of time. So let's go ahead and build out our city a little bit more and put our boy in the scene. So I'm going to put him out. He needs to be on like a balcony or something. Okay, so we're going to make a little balcony for this guy. And he's going to sit out on his balcony looking out over the city. So let's go ahead and pop ourselves onto this little cereal box right here. Pop that guy on up. No, actually, I want it to be here. We'll say that is an okay little bit for a balcony. And then I got to do 2 of these guys. We got to make sure that they match. And we'll do 1 more up here. Man, the rain is going nuts outside. Just going to put that out there. The rain is a little scary. Okay, so we're going to put a little face on this guy. I don't want to get too caught up in, like, the semantics of how this thing is supposed to look. Part of me thinks it'd be cool if he was on the flap. Yeah, it is kind of spooky outside. He's on the flap, isn't he? He's on the flap of the... Yeah, obviously he's on the flap. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is obvious. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a spoof. I'm sorry that the angle is going to be bad, but he's going to be right here. And he's on the flap of the cereal box. Easy. Right? We're going to go top down. We're going to grab this guy. We're going to do an extrusion straight out to the side. And, of course, it didn't work the way we wanted it to because it defaulted to normal, but normal is A-okay with me. And he sits right on there. Just a little bit there. Yeah, if my stream goes out, I apologize, but, hey, I don't control the weather. There we go. That is... perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, so we have one problem that I messed up because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So we got a GY. We got to come in just a little bit here. Grab you, pull you to the side just a little bit, pull you to the side just a little bit. Pull you to the side. Come on, you got this. Just perfect little geometry. There we go. Okay. We're in. Scene is ready to go. There's no skyline being shown because I do not want to make a skyline right now. Actually, who cares if I make a skyline? I made a skyline yesterday. Let's add a little bit of skyline. I just don't want the ground plane to show. So I can't do that one. Yeah, let's do a little bit of skyline. There we go. Perfect. That'll have a little bit of depth without me having to model a whole horizon. That's perfect. That'll look really good. So now I have the ability, I think, to go back to my ground plane. Turn the ground plane on. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, we're looking great. Cotton candy clouds. Oh, gosh. Okay, you got it. Cotton candy clouds it is. You've said it, and I will deliver. Let's just make our scene a little bit smaller. Doesn't even come close. We don't even need to worry. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And this guy, we don't even come close to this building, so we'll just touch right on that building. And that's it. This is our scene. So, a cotton candy cloud. Cotton candy cloud. T would like everybody to take a little hydrate real quick. Let's make a cloud. Okay, let's make a cotton candy cloud. Actually, before we do that, I want to go ahead and take a chance to model a couple of stuff. Or place a couple of stuff, I mean. So let me place a few objects real quick. We got our lollipop. The lollipop, obviously, is a tree. So let's model the heck out of this guy real quick. I say model as if that means things. When I say model, I mean node this guy up. Give this guy some good old nodes. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We want to give him like a rainbow. So I'm going to pop in this. And how many colors are in a rainbow? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, cyan, purple. So that's 7 or 8. Did I just count 8? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, cyan, purple. It's 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Distribute evenly. All of them. Thank you, Simo. Thank you, Simo. We'll go 0.5, full saturation on a 0, and we're just going to go ahead and copy you. Copy this guy all the way around. And now we got a pure white, so we're just going to copy you. And we should be looking pretty gravy here in just a moment. Okay, so we want an orange. I've always tried to do this with math, and it never works with math, so I'm just going to do it by the old hand. I don't always sculpt men, but when I do, they are overly muscular. Hey, Beryl, I've always known this about you. That's just who you are. Okay, we got ourselves a cyan. We're going to get ourselves a nice, good-looking blue. And we're going to get ourselves a nice-looking purple. And I like the more blue purple. Boom. Okay, now we need a pattern. Pretty sure what we want to do is throw on a wave texture. Pop ourselves on an object node. Or maybe even a UV. Now we are here. Why does it look so low quality? I don't know, but it does look good. Oh man, I'm thinking I get rid of the white. Thinking we might want to get rid of that white. Scale it down just a little bit. Roughness to nothing. Why is it so bumpy looking? It's so weird looking. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're here. Oh, we're here. Be still my heart. We've done it. Yeah, it's that one. It's that one for sure. We're going to up that distortion just a little bit to get it looking extra crazy. No, it's definitely going to be you, and it's going to be higher detail because I don't want those little grains everywhere. No, we can keep it like that. That's fine. Detail roughness. Huh. Don't know about that. Did somebody say muscular men? You're speaking Junie's language. Okay, you know what? Pow, 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 and kapow. That's it. That's it. We've done it. I kind of want to see what the original one looks like now that I'm back to here. I think I do like that one. Okay, that one's good. There we go. We've done it. We've made ourselves a perfect little lollipop. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab you, the stem. Oh, also, we have to make it really glossy. I don't think it would make sense to not have a lollipop be glossy, so we got to add a little bit of gloss, a little bit of sheen. The sheen should be white. Specular is high. And maybe a tiny amount of transmission. Can't be upset with that. Can't be upset with that. We observe a wild Junie responding to a mating call. Pretty much. This is going to be stick. I'm going to call this stick because I think I'm going to know what stick means in the future because I'm going to use it a couple of times. That's a stick. That's what a stick be looking like. Sticks have really high specular, really high sheen. They have clear coat, but the clear coat's not fully rough. Their roughness is actually decently high. And that's it. We got a stick. Can't be upset with that. Can't be upset with that. Cannot be upset with that. So now we're going to take these guys and we're going to join them together. And we're going to throw this into our scene. So let's put some trees down. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to instance all of these guys together. So let's figure out how big we want our scene to be. We want to do some weird little bits of rotation to this guy. And I'm going to instance all this together in the end just to make sure that I've done it correctly. But I think if we do this right, we're looking golden. Oh, this is it. This is it. We've done it. We've done it here, folks. This scene is going to look really good. Wow. I say this all the time, but am I actually getting good at 3D modeling? Like, has the day finally come where I can say that I'm decent? Because boy, does it feel like it. Now, when you think of a park in the middle of a city, there's not a ton of trees. They don't be loving trees in the middle of a city. So I'm going to go a little light, and we're going to make maybe clumps of them. I think we're going to do maybe one more and say that that's it. So I'm going to pop you on over to here. And I was going to instance them together, but I don't think that's necessary at this point. If we look at our rendered view. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm going to put depth of field on the camera and make him really blurry. And so it's going to have this cool like tilt shift look to it. This is going to be it. Imagine improving yourself in 2021. You must be canceled on twitter.com. I'm waiting for one of you to do it. Also, the lollipops decided to not be cool with us. So we're going to pop these guys on up to here. Next up, we got our chocolate bar. What the heck are we going to do with a chocolate bar? A chocolate bar to me kind of looks like a fence. Or not a fence, a bench. Kind of looks like a bench to me. So I'm going to put these maybe just sitting down like a bench. So let's go back to nodes. Let's node this guy up. Fear me and my 7 followers. What a vibe that is. All right, we're going to put this guy onto his foil. Metallic the heck out of this guy and roughness this guy down to nothing. You won the golden ticket, Willy Wonka. I know exactly how I want this guy to look. I know exactly what we want to be doing here. We're going to put on a color ramp. I put the word foil over the color like that right there, and it made me think that the color was named foil, and it kind of blew my brain up for just a second. So that's kind of where I'm at, if we're all wondering. A little bit more rich looking. We'll do that. Perfect. And then I'm going to add a Vernoi. Like that. with this object, hit apply scale, make sure that we're looking good. And then we're going to do Minosky. And we're going to set our scale down a little bit. And that's our chocolate. Except I want these colors reversed. You know what? Actually, I want it to be blue. Blue is like a really good chocolate color for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, this will do. And we'll do like... Hello? Sure. I don't know what is happening. What is happening? Why are they so out of... Why are there so few of them? What is happening? I don't get what's happening. I don't know why I can't make more of these guys. Let's lower our scales on here and then up our scale on here. Sure. That'll be our chocolate bar. That's what our chocolate bar looks like. Blue is complementary to brown, which is in the orange hue. There we go. We got the science behind it. I just go off feeling. I'm all feeling at this point. I'm just a big feeler. Okay, so we're going to make a chocolate texture. And chocolate's kind of hard because chocolate has a very specific color range that it likes to be. And if you don't do that color range correctly, it looks kind of gross. So I'm going to say that is about the perfect color for chocolate. But I'm going to want to lower this down. We want dark chocolate. Like that guy right there. And dark chocolate has maybe a little bit more saturation. Thank you, Junie, for the shout out. Good chocolate. Okay, everyone's going to disagree with this. Everyone's going to hate this. This is a hot take. Good chocolate is marbled. Good chocolate has a little bit of a marble to it. So I'm gonna make a marble between dark and milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is bottom tier. It's actually better than it's better than white chocolate, but it's not good. Anybody who likes like milk chocolate, I'm sorry. But it just ain't it. It's just not the idea. It's not the feeling. Okay, so we got that, and let's go ahead and throw on a bit of distortion to make it all kinds of crazy. And we're going to scale this guy up just a bit. Tell me that's not something that you want to eat right now. Tell me that's not something you want to eat right now. When I make chocolate material, I use dark red as a subsurface. Hey, I like the sound of that. That sounds good to me. There we go. And we'll up the detail maybe just a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of more grit, texture, feeling. And we'll go higher on the milk chocolate so that there's more of the dark chocolate. Because I prefer the dark chocolate. I like it. We're good. We're set. You want to put a red subsurface on it. This is going to render so badly. But I do trust you. Let's give it like that color. And let's give it a bit of subsurface. It doesn't even need that much. It just needs a tiny hint of the subsurface. That is good looking, though. Cool. Okay, thank you, Beryl. I'm going to try to remember to add the subsurface later, but for the time being, we're doing a no-go on the subsurface. The roughness is nothing, but the clear coat is high, and the sheen is high. Again, same as most candy. Candy kind of looks the same, so we're going to see a lot of the same stuff today. Specular. Ooh, I don't want specular. Specular is kind of a sign of bad chocolate. Everything else is perfect, though. Okay, so we've made chocolate, right? We're done? We're not done. We're not done. You think this is how good chocolate is? Chocolate gets better than this. This is what makes good chocolate. We go into edit. We grab the tips of each piece of chocolate. This is what makes good chocolate. I don't know why. I'm a texture eater. I'm a very big texture eater. But this makes good chocolate. We're going to grab that. We're going to make a new slot. We're going to assign it to that. Go back to object mode so we can see it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to click chocolate. I've done nothing, right? Nope, we got a new one. Chocolate tops. I spelled chocolate wrong. We're not going to think about it. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. We're going to make a bunch of wave textures. Like that. We're going to pop them on to here. Oh, sir, please. Put them on here. We're going to do a mix RGB, which is not what I just clicked. I'm not clicking very well. I got to play a little bit more Osu right now. My clicking is getting kind of bad. I am tired. Tiredness is probably the main point of why that is, but, you know, I got to do something about it. Can't be clicking all over the place. Okay, so you'll see that we have a lot of detail here to this chocolate. Distortion, 0. Distortion, 0. You are now Y. The scale is now huge. That might be a little too much. Let's do 6. 6 is a good number. And what I'm going to want to do is multiply all the way to the top. And then we're going to split it up just a little bit. Actually, what if I did 3? Let's try a 3 and see what that does. Let's add ourselves a mapping node right here. I don't know why the main mapping node gets so large, but sure, it is what it is. We're going to pop in this mapping node right here, and we're going to turn this sideways just a little bit. Like a 45-degree angle? No, that doesn't want to work. 45 on the X doesn't want to work. 45 on the Z is exactly what we want. There you go. That's what perfect chocolate looks like. That's it. That's perfect chocolate. You put that on your tongue and it's like, ooh, that's the feeling right there. That's the good stuff. If you want to get a little weird with it, we can add a tiny amount of distortion to either of these to make them a little bit bumpy and weird. And that's it. They've melted together. They've gotten all kinds of weird. We're looking great. I'm going to go ahead and add detail down, or we're going to do detail roughness to 0 because we want this to be nice and smooth. And we've made perfect chocolate. Okay, let's throw the wrapper back on there. And we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to join them together. Cool. Let's toss them in our scene. Now, do I want this to be a park bench? Or do I want to make this like a big sculpture in the middle of the park? Because I think a big sculpture might track really well. Like if we do like, here we go, here we go. If I go like this, I like dark bitter chocolate the most, same. If we do this, does that look too haphazard? Or does that look like it's a monument? Is that a little too random? I do have to hurry. I'm starting to run out of time a little bit. I'm having fun, though. Chocolate as dark as my soul? All right, I'm going to take that as a yes. All right, so let's go ahead and throw on the miscellaneous. We got to make some bubblegum bubbles. Looks so heckin' cute. I love it. All right. We're jamming then. Oh, man. I'm going to have to make cereal boxes, and I'm kind of scared of making cereal boxes, if I'm being perfectly honest. You know what? I'm going to just go for it, actually. Let's do this. Let's go for this guy real quick. It looks like it fell out of the sky. You know, I don't hate that. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of a bunch of this stuff. That way we can just focus on what we're looking at. The chocolate. Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay. That is our little metal rim right there. We're making just a Pringles can. Nothing too crazy, just a Pringles can. You know what? We're gonna bypass that real quick. I'm sorry for burping in mic. I cannot control myself. I am a monster. I've drank a bunch of ginger ale and my body does not know what's happening. There we go. Let's go back to our rendered view. And this is going to be a metal. Now, it says it's used metal, and I don't think I want used metal. I think I just want a nice, pristine little metal. I can't argue with that. Everybody, take a little drink of your ginger ale water drink of choice. Oh, that's the stuff. Next up, get rid of that face. Should I fix this? Flumpfos. I could make some flumpfos. Maybe we'll make some flumpfos. Can we just grid fill that? Can we fill it? No. You know what? For the sake of what we're up to, I'm just going to go ahead and fill it normal. I think it doesn't matter too much. So we got ourselves some metal. Let's go ahead and do the can. Now, I hate to be the guy that uses the wave modifier all day, but I kind of think the wave modifier is a requirement for this. So I'm going to pop myself on a wave real quick. And we're going to go ahead and do object data. And we're going to focus like that. What if I did UVs? What does UVs do? Is there a seam? There is no seam. It actually looks really good. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want right there. So let's do like a 20 and get it. Oh, we've done it. Folks, we've done it. Okay, so this is going to be our can material. And we're going to want these guys really close together with one of them being way more prominent than the other. So I'm going to say 0.4 and maybe 0.25. Yeah. Now, the colors should be red, like a pastel-y, maybe even like a pinky kind of red right there. And I'm thinking like a dark... No, it shouldn't be that dark. That's an okay color scheme to me. It's a little more bright and cheery than I normally go for, but I don't hate it. It's okay. I might want to just throw on some random Minoscas as well. So we might go for that. So let's pop ourselves on a Mix RGB. If we have a theme, let's stick with the theme, right? There's no harm in that. We can pop on over here to a Vernoi. Grab you, pop on over. Go to distance. Distance is factor. The color is going to be like a blue. And one has to go to the other. So we're going to make this like a bright, bright yellow golden sort of color. And now I'm going to add a color ramp to here. Wow, that looks bad. Why does that look so bad? What's up with the Minoscus? Why do they not look good? What if we just do straight object into here? There we go. That gets the job done. There we go. That gets the job done. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. Now we're going to pop this guy on over to roughness. And we have some glittery little bits. Yeah, they glitter just a little bit. That looks great. We're going to lower the specular on this guy. He's a building. He doesn't need to be speculared. We're going to go ahead and up the sheen. No, no sheen. Let's take this metal and make it gold. Gold's going to be the color that we're going to want. Just like that. And we got ourselves a little Pringles can building. Maybe it's mad that you pronounce it different ways of wrong every time. Explain. Explain yourself. Minoscu, Minoscu, Minescu. There we go. Pop you on over. Simo, annoying you is my full-time job. You love the colors so much. Thank you. Very appreciated. I had you in mind when I did it. We're just... Oh, no. We're just going for it today. What is there to explain? I guess nothing. There we go. That is the buildings. And you can barely see the top of them, so it doesn't even matter. Ooh, they look good. They look good. They look really good. They look really good. I can't be upset with one bit with that. Okay, so we got our chocolate bar. We got our lollipop. We got the beginning of the buildings, but we're not done with the buildings. You go into buildings. So now we need miscellaneous. So let's go back to minimum. And we got ourselves a bunch of random things. Ha 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 ha. You know what? Okay. I thought about it. I thought about it for just a moment. I'm going to do this the hard way. I don't want to do it the hard way. I'm going to do it the hard way. I'm lazy and I don't want to do it the hard way, but I'm going to do it the hard way. We're going to grab our tape and I'm going to call this roads. So we're going to grab our sour tape and put it in roads. And I'm going to click roads. We're going to make sure we're inside of roads. We're going to come on over and make some roads. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this. Okay, so first let's do some material work on this guy, and then I'm gonna get to business. So we're gonna lay this guy flat. So a nice -90. Okay, so he's nice and flat, and let's go back over to here, and we're gonna hide everything except for the roads. Let's model this guy up. And, I mean, I hate to be this guy. Like, I really hate to be this guy, but it seems obvious what I have to do. Is it obvious? Maybe it's not obvious. Maybe it's not obvious what I'm doing. 14. Hold on one moment. 14. Okay, I'm going to show you something and you tell me what you think. Let's grab our lollipop material. I'm going to copy this. Okay, now we're going to go back to the new material that we just made. I'm going to pop it on over. Tell me which of these you prefer. I got that. I got that. All the way across. All the way down the line. This should work pretty well. And then we'll do one more here and pop you over on the side. And we grab you. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop on a gradient. That's pretty good looking. That's pretty good looking. That's pretty good looking. Okay, we're going to do a couple of things real quick, but before everyone gets obsessed, there is more to this. There is more. Yeah, sheen is going to be rainbow. No clear coat. There is a little bit of transmission to this kind of stuff. I don't love that little line that's appeared right there. What is that? Why is there that line? Is that the sheen? There's just a line there. What is that line doing there? Huh, weird. Okay, so that's number one. And let me add the little crystallized sugar to this guy. Give him a little bump with crystal sugar. This is easy. It's just a Musgrave, right? Just a Musgrave attached to objects. And it's going to be a nice, easy one of these bad boys. And we're going to like get that scale out of the stratosphere and add a lot of lachronicity to this. Is that what I want? I don't know if this is what I want. Detail goes up. Dimension goes down just a little bit. 40. That's probably okay. That's probably just fine. We're going to lower the bump on this. I don't know if I love the way it looks, so I'm just going to lower the bump so it's a little bit less recognizable. It'll just be a little subtle detail for everyone. Okay, so tell me what you think. Is that better? Does that look good? Or do we prefer this? Which one are we going to prefer? Sure. I just messed it up, but I don't care. What looks better? Okay, so we have A. Bada boom. That's A. Or B. Which do we prefer? A or B? Is there a preference? Because I have a preference. Ooh, okay. What a stretch. You know what? Just for that, everyone's going to get a stretch. Everyone gets a nice little stretch for that. All right, well, I'm going with A. I'm going to go with A on that one. I think A looks a lot better. So, with that being said, let's call that rainbow. I think there is a bit of a delay between us, just putting that out there. But that's nothing we can't handle. Show both again? All right, I'll show both again. That's B. That's A. I'm pretty on the A train at this point. Yeah, A it is. Okay, so let's jump straight back into A. We got it all rendered up correctly, just the way we like it. So now we can pop everything else back on, including the ground texture. Actually, you know what? The ground is going to be part of the city, and we're just going to call this city. And I have 45 minutes to make this work. We got this. So, what do we want to be doing? We want to make roads. Really easy. Just make a road. We're going to start with a curve. I'm going to start with a curve. Curve, you need to go into road. Roads. We are in roads. Always be in roads. Okay, so a Bezier curve. The weirdest curve that starts off at the weirdest angle that I hate, but it should be just fine for the purposes that we're using today. So let's sit and edit this guy. We're going to want this guy over here. You added 2 new emotes, and neither are Flumph. My disappointment is immeasurable. Honestly, I don't know if I'm allowed to use Flumph. I'm sure it doesn't matter, but I'd be kind of scared to use Flumph. How do I bisect? Can you not bisect a curve? Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't do that. Maybe that's not allowed. There we go. That is not a bad looking curve right there. And we're going to pop him up just a little bit and pop you up just a little bit. Pop you down just a little bit. And that is our crazy curve. Okay, so that is our boy. Let's make sure that it actually is usable here. So I need to edit you into the ground a little bit. Sure, that'll do. And you are maybe a little too tall. Pop you down just a little bit. Into the ground he goes. It's a roller coaster? Absolutely. I mean, how else do you think the candy people get around here? Okay, so this should look pretty common for us. I'm going to pop onto this guy, and we're going to go divide by 8. I think 8 is a perfect amount. And we need to make sure that they start at the same point, because we learned that last time. Oh, gosh. Okay, sure. Copy you. Paste you. We've given ourselves a little bit of a design challenge here. Hello? Sure. And this guy is going to be turned this way, -90. And then we're going to set the rotation, and that is now its default angle. And he is now at the middle of the curve. Have we done this right? Have we done this correctly? So I'm going to go array, fit to curve, Bezier. And then we're going to add a curve modifier. And the curve is Bezier. Oh. Oh, we've done it. Oh, we've done it. Now, the question is, do I want them to be separated? Do we want this? Oh, also, what the heck? We done goofed it somehow. We done gone and goofed it. How did I do? Maybe I should be basing it off of UVs since the UVs don't move? Or I should be basing it off of object. No, I should be basing it off of UVs. Because UVs are going to be consistent. And we're going to want to rotate this by some amount. Oh gosh, this is going to get out of control. Ha, 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 ha. Well, we've done and gone and done it and gone and done it. That's for sure. We have messed this up quite a bit. We have messed this up quite a little bit. What if we follow the curve? Hold on. What if we end up following the curve? Is that going to be a problem? Yeah, because it's based off the center of the curve, not the rest of the curve. Okay. Well, I've done a real bad thing. This feels bad. Oh, that's close. That's close. Okay, 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 okay. We can do this. We can fix this. We can fix this. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. up that angle just a little bit. Let's go 2. Oh, gosh. And if we double our scale here, we've done it. It took a little bit of doing, but we did it. It just takes a little bit of doing. Nothing I can't solve. Boom. We fixed it. Okay. This is not bad. We've done a real good deed on this day. Now, the thing that I need to fix, before I like absolutely kill all of the time that I have left in the world, we need to fix this curve a little bit. It's a little much, if I do say so myself. Oh, wait. He just goes off infinitely. Why does he do that? It's the fault of this guy. Set scale. There we go. There's also 2 cans here. Why are there 2 cans here? Okay, that was weird. Don't know how that happened. So, what we want to do is grab our roads, make sure we're on the road, and we're going to copy and paste the road one more time. And you guys are going to get moved into the city. So we're going to do a little bit of this. So check this out. I'm going to grab you, and we're going to go to the curve. Edit. And we're going to make a brand new road. And this road is going to meet up with our previous road right over here. Just like that. Those darn toucans. Honestly, I'm sick of them. The toucans need to calm down. That is very cool looking. This is super cool looking. This is it. Now, I don't normally say that, you know, my candy arranging abilities are off the chart, but I think I conjured something on this day. I think I've conjured some new energy. Because this is pretty cool looking. There we go. Let's look through the camera. Oh! Look at my baby. Look at this. Look at this sweet, cool scene right here. I gotta fix the guy over there, but look at this cool scene. I got 30 minutes to finish this. We just gotta put a bunch of little boys everywhere, put some bubbles down, put a jawbreaker rolling around somewhere, and then we're just about done. So let's fix... Oh, he's already fixed. Okay, you know what we need to do? We need to grab sour tape number 2. We need to forward rotate him just a little bit. Just enough so that we can see the colors. Yeah, baby, we are here. Yeah, baby, we are here. We got it. Whew. Feeling pretty good about this. I'm going to post this on my Instagram, and some musician is going to contact me and be like, hey, can you make a music video for me? And I'd be like, I'm not that good. I'm not actually that good. I'm punching way above my weight class right now. I'm feeling good about this. Okay, let's grab the bubblegum bubbles and let's get to it. So we got some bubbles. How do we want to look at a bubble? A bubble is nice and easy, right? It's just pink. It's like a bright, brilliant pink, like that color right there. A nice, bright, brilliant pink. And then bubbles are really, really reflective. They have a ton of transmission. They actually have a good amount of alpha. I'm going to say 0.6 might do it. Now I want to make it way brighter. I might even give it a little bit of an emissive. Why not? What's that going to hurt? Just a tiny little glow to it, right? These could be lamps. These could be little lamps in the ground. It has a ton of clear coat. Obviously, it has clear coat. It's like the thing that has clear coat. Tons of specular. And we're good. That's a bubble. Done. Okay. Oh, man. This is it. Let's decorate our scene. Where are they being placed? They're being placed in roads. I'm not good. Stop lying. It just, you know, it's like when you lose a bunch of weight and you look in the mirror and you're like, when did that happen? I don't remember this. That's what's happening right now. That's what I'm feeling. I don't remember being this good. I'm not saying I'm great, and that, in no way am I saying I'm great, because I don't feel that way. But I'm like, how in the heck did I get here? Okay, again, similar to the trees, you're going to want to clump all of this up. You're going to want to make clumps of these guys, and putting them next to the trees, I think, is going to have really good symmetry for us. So I'm going to stick to the trees for the most part. We might even put a few next to these buildings over here. Maybe one on the off-ramp. Just like that. The main thing for me with Blender is I have the ideation part down. I can think of things, and I don't have perfect solutions. I don't think anybody who 3D models has perfect solutions, but I don't have perfect solutions yet. But I'm getting to the point where I can kind of solve any problem given enough time. I just need to get to the point where I can do it faster. So I need to learn like shortcuts. I need to learn like that remesh thing was huge. That'll help me out a lot. Stuff like that is going to be crucial to me moving forward. And we got 30 minutes before we're doing our speed sketch. And I'm kind of hoping the speed sketch works for this scene. Okay, how's that look? I just hid that guy and you could barely see him, but that's okay for me. I'm just kind of having fun at this point. Oh. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Every time I look at this, I'm like, how did I do this? How have I done this? Now, I haven't made the cereal boxes, and I'm a little scared that I don't have time to make the cereal boxes. But we do have a good amount of time to work on this. So let's just do the Jawbreaker real quick. The Jawbreaker is going to be another little monument deep in this city. We're going to put it right in front of this. It's going to be like a target ball. This building's going to have a little Jawbreaker target ball, and I'm hoping it's not going to interfere too much with the bubble gum. I think if I make the size large enough, actually, let's put it out here. If I make it big enough, you'll definitely know it's not a part of this, right? Yeah. Clip it just a little bit. You want that little natural clip right there. And make it so it's not directly in front of the building. So we have a little bit of symmetry right here. That's a good look. Cool. Let's do this. And I've learned a technique. Isolate. Isolate. There we go. So that's how you isolate something. I pressed slash, and now it instantly lets me come here and just work on this instead of being stuck looking all over the place. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go... Is that 14? Let's see how quick I am. Let's see if I'm quick on the draw. I think I just did it perfect. I think I did it perfect my first try. If not, it's not a big deal. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I did it perfect my first try. Wow. That was kind of nutty, now wasn't it? Okay, you are white. And now each of these has to be colors of the rainbow. So we'll just go back to the one we've done previously and just get going real quick. Speed is the name of the game. We're going fast, 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 fast. Let's make ourselves a beautiful candy wonderland. Also, I'm a little bit not sure what to do with the ground. I don't know what I want to do with the ground texture. So we're going to pop on over to that in just a little bit. Yep, color it is. You know what's better than that? No. Let's go to Lollipop real quick. Let's call this Jawbreaker. Let's go over to Lollipop. Grab you. That looks weird. I don't know why that looks so weird. Pop you on over to here. Do distance. Color. There we go. Boom. We're just going to double it just the way we did earlier. And now all we want to do is go white on all of them. And this should track. This should look like a Jawbreaker. And we've gone really quick. We've done it super, super quick. Do we want linear or do we want constant? I think we want constants. We want our scale to be out of control. We might want a little bit of a smooth to this. Huh. That is kind of what Jawbreakers do be looking like. But I think I want to stick with the non-smooth. Something about that really strikes me. We're going to do roughness to here. Make these guys kind of rough. I'm also going to add a little bit of a bump. Because they do have kind of a weird gritty texture to them, don't they? So we're just going to do a little bit of this to here. Just to punch those guys up a little bit. And then now we sheen this guy up. And we specular this guy up. And we're going to add a little bit of metallic, which I know Simo loves when we add metallic to non-metallic objects. And that looks pretty good to me. I actually kind of think Jawbreakers don't have blue. Jawbreakers only have a couple of colors, don't they? They have purple. They don't have blue. They don't have you. They have green. Yeah, that's what a jawbreaker looks like. We've done it. Okay, we made a jawbreaker. So I'm going to hit isolate one more time. Going to go back to min. We're going to hit isolate one more time. Go back to our camera view. We take a look. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Oh, it looks good. Okay. You love the colors. I very appreciate that. All right. Now we need to take it upon ourselves to make some peeps hanging out. They should all be roughly the same size. Although for the sake of perspective, we're going to make them just a little bit smaller our first time. And then they're all going to be the same size from here. Also, he needs to be a 0 on this and a 0 on this. Whoops, not you. 0 and 0. There we go. And now we can turn him and face him and do all sorts of stuff. So get him just about perfect. Apply scale. Why do I want to apply scale? To the jawbreaker? You're talking about the jawbreaker. I like the jawbreaker the way it is. I think I'm going to leave it. I know I should have applied scale, but I don't want to give myself any more work right now. Okay, so we're going to go... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm using the gummy bears. I thought I was doing that. Candy people, right there. Go up to candy people. Okay, we're back to candy people. Boom. These guys can be lovers. We're going to have a couple of lovers right here. They're standing a little bit of ways away from each other because they respect each other's distance, but they're little lovers. Nope. Come back. This one feels a little bit awkward because they're getting a little bit too loud with their communication, so they're going to turn away. And we're going to go ahead and pop on over to here. You're hiding behind a bush because, I don't know, I guess you're a kid or you're weird. And then we're going to have somebody going up this slope. You're going to be climbing up to go to work or something. And there's going to be somebody ahead of you. Somebody is right ahead of you right there. You can get yourself a little bit of a spin. And now we can show the roads in action. That guy's climbing up the roads just a little bit. We should have somebody in the foreground climbing a road. So we're going to have you on up here. And you can look down. I don't even care to change your angle. You're perfect just the way you are. Okay, and you know what we need? We need a baby. These are all adults, right? So we need a baby. I'm going to make myself a baby real quick. So let's add you back just a little bit. This is a real Where's Waldo. All right, so let's add one person up here real quick. How much time do I have? I have 20 minutes. I don't think that's enough time to do the cereal boxes. There we go. Maybe I'll try and like punch out some cereal boxes real quick. No, wait, you're good. You're going to be up here just looking out over the city. You're going to be the one who looks directly at the camera. He's looking at the camera. Okay, let's make a baby. Here's a baby right here. We got ourselves a little baby bear. And babies don't care about monuments, so they're looking away. But mom is right here taking care of them, making sure that they're in view so they're safe. And we got a baby. There we go. That is our scene. The baby is behind the box. You can't even see the baby. Oh gosh. We have to see the baby. The baby is very crucial. You're now the mom of the baby. You've been adopted. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and pop this on into here. And we got a bunch of little peeps. We got one, the only red guy is up there, so that's me. That's the red guy. Got a guy going to work. This guy's over here. He's like trying to catch up. Maybe we'll bring you on over here. Just get you into shot. I couldn't be more pleased. I couldn't be more pleased with this. You know what? I only have 20 minutes. Let's just finish this. Let's just finish what we've started. I want to be done. Okay? So we're going to make some little tiny boxes. So we're just going to make boxes. Let's just make some boxes. Don't even think about it. We're just making boxes. So this is a box material. So what does a box look like? Well, I'm going to tell you what a box looks like. A box has a color ramp. And boxes can be one of 3 colors. They can be a brown, they can be that color right there. Okay, that's about right to me, I think. They can be a light little blue. Or they can be a pink. I'm going to say odds are they're more brown than anything else. And I'm going to give them maybe a little bit more specific color range between these guys. Having in between those two might not be in our best interest. So let's go ahead and add ourselves a random right here. And now let's give it that little boxy sort of material. So what does a box look like? A box has clear coat set to 0.5. A box has a lot of specular, but is also pretty rough. It has a hell of a lot of subsurface, which is going to be that same brownish color. Boxes have a lot of subsurface, don't they? And then we got to make that like kind of mushy looking box material. I really wanted to make cereal boxes, but we got a little high on our scope, I think. So this would be a perfect example of check back in a year and see how fast I am in a year. And if I can do this in the amount of time that I've given myself in a year, then I've gotten better. So that'll be maybe a good way to quantify if I've actually learned anything or not. Okay, so I'm seeing some scaling here. That looks about like a box to me. That's about a box. We can make that a box. Done. That's a box. Easy. Cool. Okay, so we go back to here. And I grab you, 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 and you. And I go Control L and I link materials. And we got ourselves some boxes. I don't know if they're good or not, but I think it's gonna have to do for what we got going on here. You know what? No. I refuse to settle. I refuse to settle. We have 15 minutes. Let's make this thing work. We can at least do something. I refuse to settle. We got this. We got this. We're going to go boom. We're going to add a Vernoi. And we're going to use a Minosku, as Simo likes us to say. We're going to get them nice and gold. There we go. We're going to want it pretty small. There we go. Oh, it's Mr. Six's favorite song, and Mr. Six isn't here to enjoy it. And again, I'm going to add a color ramp with some roughness. So what do we have? The roughness is set to 0.7. So let's go to 0.7, and let's add another roughness for white. Is this going to work? No, we want 0.3. There we go. That'll do. And now if I look out onto the world around us, actually, you know what'd be better? Let's put a little bit of black. Let's make it dark. We don't have any like high contrast. I'm going to do like a dark red, like a brilliant, brilliant red. Oh. Look at the beauty. The beauty of this. Okay. So, now I just need to make the ground. And I've been resisting doing the ground for a while because I don't know what the ground should be. But Katy Perry could never. Katy Perry would lose her mind looking at this. Here's what I think I should do for the ground, and you all can tell me what you think. Cotton candy. Well, somebody asked me to make Candyland, and I decided to take it very seriously. So whoever that person is, I hope thinks it's very cute. Okay, so. Sprinkles. Oh, God, sprinkles is a really good idea. I don't think I want to do that. I think that's too much work. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just one moment. Hear me out. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. But hear me out. Just hear me out. We're going to do a little bit of this. We're going to make this a pink. A little bit of pink right there. This guy's not going to be absolute black. It's going to be like a 0.05. We're going to add a little tinge of blue to it because we have a color scheme going, and I want to keep the color scheme for the most part. Okay? Are you with me? We're here? I actually want this to be here. I want more white than anything else. Here we go. Here's the thought. Pull this guy back. Pop ourselves in a wave texture. It should be mostly white. And I'm going to go crazy on the distortion. You know what we could use, actually? Let's use a little bit. Actually, I want this to be a little bit pink, but I want the pink to be kind of subtle. And now I want you to grab that one. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're up to. Detail, get that detail up. Oh, it's too crazy. It's just too crazy. It's too crazy. I wanted to make like a granite countertop. The idea was it was going to be a countertop, and this is going to be all the candy sitting on the countertop. It's too crazy, though. What else could we do? What about honey? Is honey weird? If you lived in a candy land, would a honey ground be weird? Because I kind of think you would have honey as your ground. It'd be like really transmissive. It'd be like 0.5 transmissive. It'd have a ton of clear coat, ton of sheen, ton of specular, a good amount of roughness. I think that's kind of cool. And then we just have to put little wells where it's kind of crystallized a little bit. So I'm going to add some little crystally bits to this real quick. I think honey might be the answer. I think I'm okay with honey. It's mostly going to be that color with a little bit of a lighter. Ice cream. But what does that look like? Because I don't think I can just do ice cream. Like, I don't know what that looks like. I kind of think I like honey. I would like to do honey as water, but I don't have time to add water. So the fact that it's like a sticky honey ground, I think makes sense to me. So I'm going to go one more time with a Verneuil. And this time I'm going to deny the normal Verneuil that we normally use. Also, I'm going to focus on just this for now. Yeah, but what does that mean? I don't know what that looks like. Here's a Yoshi story for everybody. There we go. That is my little bits of honey crystals. That looks pretty good. Put the roughness on here. It almost has a little bit of a brightness to it, which I think I'm going to do. You know, we need a light source. We need a light source. A light source is going to revolutionize this scene. So let's pop ourselves in a... You should also do some blue honey. If I had more than 5 minutes left, I would love to do some blue honey. But I don't have time. It renders well. It renders really well. The colors are okay. Everything is visually distinct. You can notice everything. I don't think I'm that upset about it. I don't think I'm upset about this. I think it looks okay. I think we nailed the landing. I think we nailed it. I think we did it. I can't be that upset with it. I think we nailed the landing. Now, okay. For all of you really good 3D modelers out there, shh, just quiet. Just quiet for a moment. For everybody else, if I told you I made this in 2.5 hours, this is 2.5 hours of work, all from scratch. Didn't use any pre-existing assets, except for one metal texture, but metal's easy enough. Pretty pleased with myself. I'm pretty pleased with myself. I'm pretty pleased with what we got going on here. I would like to add a cloud, but we're out of time. So, this has been, excuse me as I burp into the mic. This has been Candyland. So I'm going to go ahead and in the first part of this recording, we're going to say, job well done. And I'm going to go do the speed sketch. And we're going to cross our fingers that the speed sketch looks good. Because if the speed sketch is good, we've nailed it today. We've done one of the best ones we've done in a hot minute. So fingers crossed, let's nail this speed sketch. All right, so I will see you later to YouTube. Peace.